Let's get going. So welcome, my name's Matt Davis. This is either a live hour-long class, or if you're watching the recording, then it's a recorded hour-long class. We're going to do all levels vinyasa flow, so it should be a gentle pace for you. So if at any point you feel that your breath is running away, then take a child's pose, breathe more deeply, and just chill out. You know, the idea here is to kind of get the mind moving with the body, but we don't want anything running away, and we don't want to be panicking. So just kind of calm, placed on the mat. That's the goal today. So with that in mind, my palms are facing up and the crown of the head is kind of really stretching up tall. I'm just going to bring the breath in naturally, but try and breathe really deeply into that diaphragm. So I've got my hand on my diaphragm, just breathing in. Just feeling that breath expanding the lungs and the diaphragm and letting it go. So often in life we forget to breathe, so breathe in deeply. And exhale, letting it go. Try to bring these breaths in as deep as you have all day. So really feeling the diaphragm and all the way up into the chest, just feeling the chest open as well. Good. Deep breaths. I'm just constricting the back of my throat. You may choose to do that just to make slightly more noise with the breath as it comes and goes. This breath is called the Ujjayi breath, but I sometimes think it sounds a little bit like Darth Vader in Star Wars. But you want to hear that breath coming and going. So it's kind of... Just take 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths. That's great. The next thing I want us to do is just cover the right nostril with the thumb and inhale through the left nostril. The fingers are just resting, the 2 fingers are just resting on the third eye between the eyebrows. When you reach the top, switch nostril, cover the left with the ring finger, and then exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. In through the right. And just hold at the top if you can for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale to the left. In to the left. And hold at the top for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale to the right. And again, inhaling, holding at the top, and exhaling to the left. Take 2 more full rounds of that breath, holding at the top, exhaling. And then when you've taken those 2 rounds, I'll see you again back in a comfortable seat. The idea of this breathing is to balance the energy channels in the body. Often one side of the body or the other side of the body might be running away with us. And so just by concentrating that breathing through those channels, that Nadi Shodhana breath, we kind of bring ourselves again to kind of focus and center on our mat. I am going to say a quick mantra now in Sanskrit. It's the Guru mantra, so if you know it, you are muted, but you're welcome to say it along with me. The idea of this mantra is just to thank and honor all of our teachers. Today, I think the breath is going to be our teacher, so that's what I'm honoring, but you may have a teacher in mind that you want to honor through the mantra. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I always feel more centered after I've said that. So, quick 2-second talk before we get going. I was playing squash this morning, and I was playing with this guy who I was beating him by a couple of points, but not a lot. And he lost another point, and he said, "I suck." He said, "You're so much better than me. I suck." And I was like, "Wow, dude, you're really carrying a lot around." I actually said to him, like, "Mate, you just lost the game because you've already talked yourself out of this." And I'm very conscious that I tend to negative self-talk quite a lot. Something's not going my way, I'll say, "Oh, that's a shame, it's probably my fault." But it's rare to actually hear somebody just vocalize it quite that much. Just to say, "I suck." It really struck me. And I really felt for this guy. And I kind of talked him through it. I said, like, "Mate, when you feel that come up, try and like notice it and then put it aside and just play." And for whatever reason, he actually ended up beating me in that game. So good for him. Good for me. What a great teaching moment. Maybe it would have been better if I'd only just beaten him, but I don't know. I think it's just good to notice the negative self-talk that we bring to the mat, to our lives. And so the goal here today is just to really talk ourselves up, give ourselves some positive self-talk, particularly if the posture is a bit challenging. So when I get into some challenging postures today, I'm going to say, "You're brilliant. You're amazing." And I challenge you to do the same thing. It's actually very hard to positively self-talk, but I think we need to get in the habit of it. So let's come to a comfortable tabletop position and begin the physical movement part of our practice today. So as we inhale, just raising the gaze up to the front of the mat. And as we exhale, coming over. That's nice. Inhaling into a cow and exhaling into a cat. You may want to add some intuitive movement here. This is the first time we really moved the spine all day in yoga, so I trust your judgment if you want to go deeper into the cat or if you want to come more into the cow and inhale. Whatever you feel is right. Maybe you want to move the hips a little bit. This is your practice, so please take it at the intuitive pace. The main thing is that you're still breathing, so that we'll be hearing that Ujjayi breath throughout the practice today. I'm inhaling as I bring that right ball of the right foot to the back of the mat. And I'm just rocking back and forth on that ball of the right foot, just to bring some of the breath into that hamstring. Inhaling just to bring that left arm up and the right heel up. And just find this uncomfortable balanced posture there. Maybe the fingers of the right hand spread nicely on the mat, and that left knee kind of grounding down, and the top of the left foot grounding down. Exhale, just bring that left elbow to the right knee, and then inhale, nice and loud to stretch out again. Exhale, left elbow, left knee, right knee. Inhale, nice and long, good. And exhale, left elbow, right knee, and then back down to a comfortable tabletop. Good. I'm going to inhale just to bring that left ball of the left foot out. And again, no surprises here. We're just going to stretch that left hamstring out with a deep breath. Just bringing that left heel up and the right arm. And again, just noticing, am I balanced here? Is the top of the right foot kind of pressing down to give me some stability? That left hand nice and stable on the mat. As I exhale to bring that right elbow to the left knee. And then inhale nice and long again. Good. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. And inhale nice and long. And exhale, right elbow, left knee. And then back to a neutral tabletop. Very nice. Good. We're just going to take a child's pose. So I'm just spreading the knees slightly, toes touch. Just coming back between those knees and just leaning forward. This is just sort of remind ourselves that this posture is available throughout the practice. So as the poses become a little more demanding, we can always take a child's pose just to restore ourselves. Good. I'm just going to walk the hands back now, bringing the knees together, and I'm coming up onto the toes of the feet. Now that may be a little uncomfortable. A little uncomfortable is fine, but if it's painful, then back out and just come back down, yeah? We're just going to open the backs of the feet for a moment. So I'm inhaling to rise those hands up and look at them. And exhaling, bringing those hands to heart center. Good. Feeling that sensation in the feet, but not allowing any of that negative self-talk. So I'm just going to tell my feet they're awesome. Your feet, you're awesome. I'm inhaling, rising those hands up overhead, and then exhaling just to come forward into that tabletop, just kind of patting those feet off, just to release any sensation. I'm turning the wrists around now, so my left hand going anti-clockwise, my right hand going clockwise, just so that the wrists are facing towards me. I'm gently going to take some circles around there as I breathe in and out. Again, a little bit of sensation here is fine. We don't want pain, so if it's pain, back off. If it's sensation, then being aware of it, and remember, talking yourself up today. So I can deal with this. I've faced plenty more than this. I'm awesome. Good. Turning the wrists back around, just shaking them off. Any sensation in the wrist, just kind of bringing that back. And then I'm just going to tuck those back feet. And I'm going to come up into my first downward facing dog. So gently bringing the hips up and back. You can keep a nice bend in the knees if you want to. The goal here is to get the ears between the shoulders. Yeah? So if you need to keep the knees bent to do that, that's fine. Some people really like to pedal out here, so maybe straightening one leg and then the other. But I really like to keep a nice connection between my belly and my upper thighs, so I'll keep a nice bend in the knees. And just really feel this first downward dog all up and down the length of the spine. I like to breathe really deeply here, so inhale right into that lower belly, into the mid belly and the upper chest, and exhale. And again, low belly breath, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Just going to roll forward into a plank here, just so I can kind of experience what that's like. And then I'm going to roll back into downward dog, just to experience what that's like. Good. Slowly walking those toes between the hands. It's going to take me about 10 steps to get between the hands. There's no rush here. And I want to feel every single step on that journey along the mat. Yoga is as much about the kind of process of the postures as it is about getting there. So when we do arrive in that forward fold, you can still keep a nice bend in the knees if you want. Again, that takes the pressure off the lower back, allows a connection between the belly and the upper thighs. You can just hang over. If you choose to, you can grab opposite elbows, perhaps swaying left and right, or you may wish to have the hands on the ground. Just try to notice, what is the spine doing here? Is it kind of cool? Is it hot? Is it open? Is it tight? Inhaling deeply all the way into that low belly, mid belly and the upper chest. And exhaling with control. Next inhale, we're going to ragdoll up. So it's as if someone's got a piece of string and they're just pulling from the back. The crown of the head is the last thing to arrive, so eventually arriving in our mountain pose at the top of our mat. Palms facing forward. Feet about hip width distance apart. Tailbone tucked slightly. And inhaling all the way from that low belly, all the way into the upper chest. Noticing when you feel that upper chest, do the shoulders open? Yeah? Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Just let those palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good time to set your intention. So you may have set an intention earlier. You may be reconnecting with it. I'm just going to tell myself how awesome I am again. That seems to be working for me today. Whatever you choose. Now we're just going to warm the body up a little bit. So inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips into a forward fold. And then as you inhale, coming up flat, halfway lift, flat back. I've got my hands right on the top of my calves, here, my shins, and that makes my back flat. Like what we really want to do is imagine someone's got a nice glass of water and they're balancing it between our shoulder blades. That's the goal here, is to really open the chest and the back along that line. Before we exhale, step the right leg to the back of the mat, dropping that right knee, untucking the right toes, and then inhaling to rise up. Gently and with control into our first kind of low lunge here, Anjali-asana. I'm feeling a nice opening in the right hip here, and I'm really going to breathe deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. Before I exhale, bringing the hands down to frame that left foot, bring the left foot to meet the right at the back of the mat in a plank pose. If you want to drop the knees here, you should, and then you can also drop the chest and the chin, and then inhale to come forward into a baby cobra. Baby cobra shape, my toes are untucked and my hands are at the sides. I'm not using the hands at all, but I am kind of engaging the lower back just to open the chest forward. Nice little baby cobra shape. Then as I exhale, coming over into downward facing dog. However you want to get there is cool with me. Good. Very nice. I'm going to inhale, just rise that right leg high. And on the exhale, step that right leg through between the hands, dropping the left leg, bringing the left toes to an untucked position, and then inhaling once again for the arms to rise in our second low lunge. Nice. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, telling ourselves how awesome we are, and then framing the front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it, and hanging heavy in a forward fold. Nice. First sun sail kind of executed very nicely there. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, reconnecting with our intention. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Again, hinging at those hips and inhaling for that nice halfway lift, flat back shape. Exhale, left leg goes back, dropping that left knee. I'm just going to heel toe that right knee, that right foot slightly more forward here, just to deepen my Anjali-asana slightly. You can go as far forward as you want, as long as you have that line of 90 degrees here. And that means you can really open up that hip. So inhale, good. Keep the lower belly engaged. Keep the navel sucked into the spine as you inhale. Low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And exhale, frame the front foot. Bring it to the back of the mat, plank pose. We're going to do another knees, chest, and chin here with control. Yeah. And then inhaling to come up for a baby cobra. We've been here before, no surprises. Exhaling over into downward facing dog. That's nice, good. And just arriving in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg between the hands. Again, I'm heel toeing my left foot slightly more forward here, so I can get a slightly deeper stretch in that hip as I drop the right knee down, untuck the toes, and inhale. Good. Again, my navel's still sucked into the spine. I'm really kind of conscious that I'm nicely balanced here. I don't want to be kind of tumbling out of this posture. So inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale to frame that front foot. Bring the right foot to the left at the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, reconnecting with our intention. Nice. I'm going to turn the light on because the sun seems to have decided to kind of completely nuke me here in this corner, but it's also making the rest of the room quite dark. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for the halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back, but keep that knee lifted this time. So notice that right heel is not back, it's not forward, it's nice and sort of directly up, yeah? That means that the whole of the right leg is engaged. It means I can keep that right palm down on the mat as I inhale to open the left palm up and give us a nice twist there, yeah? Imagine someone's giving you a high five on that left hand, but it's a really gentle high five. They're just kind of opening the chest up a bit to that left. Good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And then exhale, frame the front foot, bring it to the back, plank pose. Exhale for knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for baby cobra. And exhaling over into downward facing dog. Nice. Good. Inhale, the right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through between the hands. Again, keeping that left leg nice and up. So again, that left heel is not coming back, it's not forward, it's nice and raised up. And that gives that left thigh and hamstring nice opportunity to engage. As you inhale, open that right arm up and just give yourself that nice low lunge twist there. Good. Inhaling deeply from the low belly all the way into the upper chest. Someone's giving you a gentle high five just to open that twist up nicely. Good. And then the exhale, frame that right foot, bring the left foot to the front of the mat to meet it, and hanging heavy in forward fold. Nice. Inhale deeply here. And exhale deeply here. Good. Inhale, slowly rising up, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, reconnecting with our intention. Inhale, arms rising overhead. I'm doing a slight back bend at the top here, just to notice, and then exhale as I fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for that halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, keeping that left knee lifted this time, and this time I'm going to come up into a high lunge. So just inhaling, good. And again, that back heel, nice and lifted, yeah? That means that we can sort of really engage through the core, and it's as if someone's got a string just at the solar plexus and it's kind of pulling it up. You might want to add a slight back bend here, but if you do, that back bend is coming from the top of the back. It's not coming from the low back, it's coming from the top of the back. Yeah, and if you want to deepen slightly into that right knee, you can. Just don't bring the knee over the line. Yeah, good. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhaling to frame the right foot. Bring the right foot to the back. I'm going to take chaturanga here. It's a bit like knees, chest, and chin. You've got three options. You can join me. You can take the knees, chest, and chin, or you can just go back into downward dog, and we'll see you there. Yeah. So if you are taking chaturanga, it's down and up. If you've done it before, you know what you're doing, and then exhaling over into our downward facing dog. That's very nice. Good. Now we're going the other way. So let's see. Somewhere we want the right leg back. So left leg goes high, and exhale. Step through. Keep the right knee lifted, right elbow lifted. Keep those hips squared. So you may want to bring that right hip slightly further forward before you rise those hands up in high lunge. Nice. Again, you can heel toe that left leg slightly forward. Just don't have that left knee go over the line at 90 degrees. And inhale deeply into the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. If you are adding a slight back bend at the top, remember that back bend comes from the top and not from the lower back. Good. Exhale to frame that left foot. You can bring that right foot to meet it and just hang heavy in forward fold. Good. I'm going to just bring the hands underneath the feet here. I've still got a nice bend in the knees, but as I do so, I can now kind of bend those elbows out to the side for a slightly deeper opening in the upper back. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhaling to deepen that stretch. Good. Releasing the hands from underneath the feet, and with control, inhaling to rise those hands overhead, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Nice. We're warming up the body, we're warming the clay up so that we can do the pottery in a moment. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back into downward facing dog. Yeah? Good. Just arriving in your downward facing dog and take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply through the mouth. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Low belly breath. Mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Good. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, right leg steps through between the hands. I'm heel toeing that right foot now, just to be near that right hand. And I'm bringing the left foot down at a 45-degree angle. Yeah, good. I'm going to come up slowly into my warrior one shape. So to do that, I'm making sure that my right knee can be bent, but it doesn't go over that line. That's at 45. And I'm just making sure that left hip is forward so it's square with the right. Before I inhale to bring the hands up overhead. Again, shoulders above hips here, yeah? And then if you want to add that back bend, you do so at the top of the back. So that cervical spine that we just really opened the other way is starting to come back a little bit. Inhaling deeply from the low belly, mid belly and upper chest, and then exhale to come down into a warrior two shape. This is where I like to tell myself how awesome I am and not how much I suck. So if you're saying to yourself, I suck, which I'm sure you're not, now is the time to replace that with how you're awesome. Good. So the heel of the right foot is meeting the middle of the left foot on the train track, right? The knee is reaching out towards the pinky of the right foot. It's going as far forward as you can while keeping the shoulders above the hips and not breaking that line at 90 degrees. We don't want to injure the knee. Then I'm inhaling as I look over that right middle finger and exhaling. Good. One more. I'm awesome. Inhale. Exhale. I'm awesome. I am awesome. Good. Turning that hand over, coming up and bringing that left hand. You can either bring it down the leg, or if you choose, you can bring it to meet the right hip crease. Just in that nice, peaceful warrior shape. Just really stretching out the right side of the body here. Keeping that nice bend in the right knee. And imagine someone's got a piece of string. They're really pulling on that right middle finger just to bring it right up nice and high. Good. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And then with control, bringing the hands down to frame that right foot. Bring that right foot to meet the left. Plank pose. Now, again, you've got options. Very strange. You can go back into downward dog, you can take a flow, and you can take the flow however you choose to. Inhale. My Apple Watch just decided to have a little conversation with me. And then come forward, back down into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. One more. Exhale, you're awesome. I'm awesome. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step that awesome leg through between the hands. Right, heel toe the left foot to meet the left hand. And then bring that right foot down to 45 degrees. Very nice. As you inhale, you can come up. And again, we're going to get this warrior one right. So that left knee can come over to that line, but not beyond it. Don't hurt the knee. The right foot, 45 degrees. The hips are square. So I'm making sure that right hip has come forward. Has a tendency to go out on this posture. And then as I inhale, I'm rising up overhead. My shoulders are above the line of my hips. Now, if I want to add that back bend, I can add it. But the back bend's coming right from the top. So coming from the lower spine. And the navel sucked in. So we're keeping everything safe, yeah? Your safety is my priority. Rather than showing off, we're trying to enjoy this practice and make it sustainable. So inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhale down into warrior two. So same posture, other side. So that left knee can come as far as you want to about 90, but it can't go beyond that line. Left knee coming towards the left pinky toe. right foot nice and square, and actually that left heel coming out to meet it. So as I inhale, and just bring that middle finger up, I'm nice and aligned, yeah? Good, inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. I am awesome. I hope you're saying the same thing, because otherwise it just sounds like a crazy person, like telling you how awesome he is. So tell yourself you're awesome. Inhale, you're awesome. Exhale, you're awesome. Good. And then this time, flip that front hand up. You can bring that right hand down the leg, or you can bring it to the other hip crease, whichever serves you. And just inhale. Imagine somebody's pulling that left finger right all the way up to the sky, so you get a nice deep stretch and release in the left side body. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. Good. Exhale with control. Frame the front foot. Bring the right foot to meet it, and hand heavy in a forward fold. Now, if you are indeed as awesome as I suspect, you may notice a shift in the body there. There may be a kind of opening in the lines of the hips. There might be some changes in the emotions, or perhaps the legs are telling you hello, all of which are awesome, all of which are just what we want. Inhale slowly, arms rise up overhead. Exhale slowly, hands to heart center. Reconnect with your intention. Notice the pulse beating into the thumbs. Has your pulse quickened? Reconnect with the breath. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. And one more, low belly breath. All the way into that upper chest, opening the chest. And exhale, good. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Again, you can add that slight back bend, just make sure it's coming from the upper back. And then exhale to fold forward and hinge at the hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left leg steps through. Bring the right foot down 45 degrees up into warrior 1. This is familiar. Exhale, warrior 2. Again, familiar. Inhale, left arm up. Peaceful warrior. Exhale. Inhale. This time, bring the left hand down, just in the inside there. Now, if you want, you can put a block down. If you need more of a support, that's fine. The goal here, I've got my right hand here and right in the left hip crease. The goal here is to open the right shoulder up, so that if I bring that right arm up on the inhale, I'm in that kind of low lunge twist, but I'm actually in a nice extended side angle. So as I exhale, I can bring my arm over. And there's that beautiful long line of energy right from the right fingertips all the way down through the right side hip to the right foot. Inhale deeply. You may want to open the chest even more, slightly clockwise. That's nice. And exhale, and one more deep belly breath, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And then framing the front foot, removing any supports. Coming back into a plank pose, taking a flow, or if you want, I'll just see you in downward dog. That's all good. If you want to take a child's pose, take a child's pose. No one's watching. It's all good. It's up to you. That's right. Very nice. Good. Now, the right leg goes high, and the right leg steps through. Bring that left arm down, that left leg down to 45. Come up to our familiar warrior 1. Nice. Exhale. Warrior 2. Looking over that right hand as I inhale. Peaceful warrior. Now I've got my hand down in that right hip crease, my left hand. And that's good because it means I can bring my right hand now down. I'm going to use a block just for extra support. Now, if as I am, your left hip's kind of coming up and that right knee's not bent, try and bend that right knee and the left hip comes down so you've got that nice long line before you inhale to bring that left arm up. Yeah, good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. Exhale, that left hand comes over, and now you have that long line of energy from the tips of the left fingers all the way through the line of the left hip, down to that left foot. And as you notice, once you've discovered that line of energy, you may notice that right shoulder wants to come forward. Sort of the line of the body maybe wants to twist slightly anti-clockwise, just to open up the chest a little bit. That's all good. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhaling just to frame the front foot and bring the left foot to meet it at the front of the mat. That's nice, good. Just hang heavy and forward, fold. And then inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Good. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, like that. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. And inhale to bring that right leg high behind us. Exhale, step the right leg through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, down, using the support to extended side angle. Good. Now, if we're feeling good, we can take a step further here and we can try for our warrior three shape. I need a little bit more room, so I'm just going to come back actually. Good. Now, this is a fun one. So I'm looking down to that right foot. I'm bringing the support outside the right foot. And I'm bringing the weight into that right leg and off the left. Yeah? And then bringing the hands to heart center. Good. Now, I don't doubt that we're all doing this amazingly. But whatever is happening, remember we're awesome. We're amazing. We do not suck. This is the goal of yoga is to feel good. It isn't to get into a given posture. It isn't to do something specific. It's to feel great about ourselves. And frankly, we can do that without the postures. Good. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And then exhaling to bring that left foot back down. Bring that right knee to bend. Just come back up into warrior two. Good. That's the flow. Good. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Bring them down to meet that right foot. Bring the right foot to the back. Take a flow, or I'll see you in downward dog. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. We're arriving in our downward facing dog. We're just taking a deep breath here. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. One more. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left leg steps through. Inhale, warrior one. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Bring that right hand to the left hip crease just to guide me as I bring the left hand down for our extended side angle. Nice. And again, if you want to stay there, you can, or if you want to try for the warrior three, then you can bring the block outside, weight into the left leg, hands to heart center. Good. Now, if you choose, you can straighten that left leg, but do so with control. And actually, the more important thing here is to try to open, I've got my hand on the wall, so we're trying to open the back so the line of the chest is pointing forward. So flex that right foot. Good. And if the left leg stays bent, but you're opening the chest towards the front, you're brilliant. And in any case, you're awesome. And remind yourself of that, please, as you inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhale, bring the right foot to the left, hang heavy and forward fold. Good. Very nice. Just release there. I'm going to bring the hands again underneath the feet. So I can exhale to bring the elbows out slightly and have a nice stretch in the upper back. Just recover the breath here. Good. Undoing the hands from underneath the feet. And then inhaling to rise up, ragdolling into our Tadasana pose. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, noticing any shift in the body, but particularly in the mind. Was I able to quieten any of that self-talk during those postures? Was I able to just be here in the moment? Because that's the goal. At any time. Good. As we inhale, we're going to take hold of the right hand with the right foot. We're going to take hold of the right foot with the right hand. That's right. Now I'm bringing the hand to the inside. So not the outside, the inside of the right foot. Yeah? Good. Now, just find your balance there in the left foot. So imagine you're rooting down and you'll find that the left hand automatically rises. Yeah? And that's nice, because that's where we want it. If you have a wall nearby, you may want to use it for balance. All good. So as you inhale, just strengthen and lengthen through that left hand. And then as you exhale, we're going to hinge forward at the hips, kicking into that right hand for dancer pose. If this is beyond us, that's not because we're not awesome. It's just because we don't want to do it today, and that's fine. Good. So again, the goal here is to open the line of the chest towards the front of the room. You can kick into that right hand and you can allow it to open the chest slightly if you want. There is no right or wrong way to do this posture. Just enjoy that balance that comes with being in the dancing moment. Inhale, low belly, mid belly and upper chest. And then exhale with control. Don't snap out of it. Come back up to the midline before you drop that foot down. I'm very lucky. This wall here is designed to assist me. I hope you have a wall. If you don't, I hope you have a nice steady practice or a good sense of humor. Right, bring the left leg up and bring the left hand on the inside. Again, left hand's not on the outside, it's on the inside. Yeah? I'm inhaling as I find strength and balance in the posture. Good. Remember, the crown of the head goes high. Nice, awesome balance here. And as I gently kick into that left hand, I can slowly come down, hinging at the hips. I actually have left myself no room to do this, so I'm going to gently hop, but please don't do that. I'm sure it breaks all of the yoga rules. Good. Now, as I kick into that left hand, can I allow the left chest to open slightly? Can I kick more? Can I open more? Am I even more awesome than I thought? Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale with control coming out of the posture. Bringing that left foot down to rest. And then hips width apart for the hands here. And I'm just going to bring the hands to the heart center and just gently come down in between for a yogi squat. Now, you may want support under the glutes. Your ankles may be lifting up. Whatever's right for you is all good. But try to bring the thumbs together at the solar plexus. Try to bring the heart up to meet the thumbs. So again, get that nice opening of the chest and we can breathe deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Good. Since we're feeling awesome, since we are indeed awesome, we're going to bring that right hand down and we're just going to bring that left arm up on the inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Other way down with the left hand, up with the right on the inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. This time I'm just going to, if I choose to, I'm going to bring that left arm around the knee and I'm going to try and touch it with the right hand. That's a nice opening bind, so inhale deeply. And exhale. If you can't make it, remember to tell yourself how awesome you are. And inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. And exhale to release it with control and then come back the other way. So the other arm around and see if we can do the bind on the other side. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. One more. One more. Good. I love yoga. I absolutely love it. Right, I'm down now and I'm bringing the soles of the feet to touch. And I'm just going to sort of relax here for a minute. That was a lot of yoga we just did. So you can bring the heels towards the midline, or if you want to have a little bit more of a relaxed rest, you can bring them further out, whatever works for you. I'm bringing my hands to sort of clasp around the feet. Good. And I'm inhaling to open the chest again. Remember that line of the chest opening? So you should feel the back nice and straight before you exhale to kind of come forward. Yeah. Remember, you want that nice stretch to come all the way through the back. So if I wanted to, I can kind of fold forward here and I bend the back. That's not what we want. We want to inhale to open the chest and then exhale, keeping the chest open as we exhale forward. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Maybe as you exhale, you can bring the elbows down to the mat. Maybe you can't. I've never done this before. I'm absolutely amazed I'm able to do it today. Inhale and exhale. Just find a sense of peace for a moment. And then inhale to come back up. Good. Just going to bring that left leg out and bring the right foot, sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh. As I inhale, arms are overhead. Now twist on the inhale. Nice long spine. Exhale forward. Yeah. Now maybe you can reach for the foot. That's great. Maybe you can reach for the knee. That's also great. Maybe you can't reach anything. That's also fantastic. The main goal, remember, open the chest on the inhale before you exhale forward. And again, take 3 deep breaths wherever you end up. Janu Shirshasana. Nice twisted lateral bend here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, just bring the left shoulder down and the right shoulder up a bit. So you're kind of almost rotating in the shape here, just to bring that right side body up. So you're getting a nice deep stretch in that right hip, right inner hip. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhale, release with control. Swapping legs. Right leg goes long, sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, arms rising overhead, opening the chest, twisting, and then exhaling again. Wherever you end up is cool. It's not a competition, it doesn't matter. Just end up where you end up. And inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. And then on the next one, just bring that right shoulder down, left shoulder up slightly. If you want, you can kind of bring the left arm up overhead. You're just trying to really open that left side. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Inhale deeply. And with control coming out of the posture. Good. Just bringing the soles of the feet down straight in front of us. Good. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet to the ground, and with control, I'm rolling my vertebrae down, supporting down. Good. I'm using a block here just for demonstration. I'm going to put it between the knees. If you don't have a block, imagine that there is a ripe watermelon. No, grapefruit. There's a ripe grapefruit between your legs. You want to squeeze that grapefruit, but you don't want to squash the grapefruit. Okay? The goal here is to make sure that the knees are coming inwards. They're not splaying out. And that's because we want to support the lower back. So I'm bringing the heels slightly closer towards the glutes. I can actually brush the heels with the fingertips here. The palms of the hands facing down. And as I inhale with control, bringing the hips up just as much as I want to. Doesn't have to be a long way. Doesn't have to be too far. But I'm squeezing that block so I don't let it go. If there's an imaginary grapefruit, squeeze that grapefruit, but don't actually juice the grapefruit. Yes, these are mottos to live by. I've also walked my shoulder blades between my lower back here, and I've got my hands clasped under the lower back just for a slightly deeper stretch. Inhaling deeply in bridge pose. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And again, inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest.
And exhale slowly. I'm coming down one vertebrae at a time. That may be a bit of an exaggeration, maybe it's 2, but it's certainly not 3 vertebrae at a time. Good. Oh, I'm releasing the grapefruit. And I'm going to bring the soles of the feet to the mat width apart. I'm just going to windshield wipe the legs. So left and right. Windshield wiping on the highway of life, removing the rain from the windscreen of my consciousness and seeing clearly off into the distance, off into the horizon, with no obstacles. Good. The soles of the feet coming back to the midline here, and I'm inhaling as I come up onto the tippy toes and just hop the hips slightly to the right before I bring the knees down to the left. Now, I'm extraordinarily flexible today. It's very unusual that I can do this without a block underneath the knees. The main thing here as we gently twist the spine is ask yourself, is my right shoulder in contact with the ground? If it is, that's where we want it. If it isn't, bring it down and then put something under those knees to support this spinal twist. Look over the right shoulder and just breathe. And again. One more. With control, bringing the knees up to the midline and just allowing the spine to kind of resettle there before we come back up to the tiptoes and hop the hips over to the left, keeping that left shoulder in contact with the ground as we bring the hips, the knees down to the right. Now, if your left shoulder's come up off the ground, that's totally normal, but bring a block under the knees so that you can breathe into this stretch and really relax into it. So looking over the left shoulder, inhaling deeply from the low belly into the upper chest, and exhaling with control. And again. One more. Good. Bringing the knees up to the midline. Now, we're going to take an inversion here. So if you'd like to take plow with me, we're going to do plow. But if you prefer, you can just take feet up the wall. So if you are going to take feet up the wall, just find a wall, inhale, bring your feet up it, and we'll see you in a moment. If you're going to take plow with me, then let's do it. So I'm over and my knees are up, and I'm inhaling just with control. First of all, I'm kind of noticing that my palms are down on the mat. I'm kind of getting ready to go over. So as I inhale, with control, bringing the feet over the back line. Now, don't move your neck here. Neck is very important. Brings things to the brain and back. So keep your neck still. Try if you can to bring the feet behind you. If you can't, that's cool. But again, don't move the neck. But do inhale deeply. And notice any changes in the body, any changes in the emotional state. Good. Inhale deeply and exhale. On the inhale, bringing the hands to the lower back and slowly coming up into the hands and into the shoulder stand. If this is too much, that is totally fine. You can reduce and take the legs up the wall. If you are in shoulder stand, that's also great. Don't move your neck. Keep the neck totally still. The neck is completely protected here, as long as you don't move anything around. You can flex the feet, you can inhale deeply. Notice the inversion brings a very different sensibility to the body. Things feel totally different this way around. Sometimes the brain runs off, we feel weak, we feel strong. Whatever the brain's doing, just bring it back to the breath. Low belly breath. And exhale. And again, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And exhale. Bringing the feet back behind us into plow. I'm just going to clasp the hands beneath the lower back here. Just get that nice deep shoulder stretch. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Good. Bring the palms of the hands down. I'm going to use those hands as brakes as I slowly roll down exactly one vertebrae at a time. Slowly rolling down, very slowly. And then eventually bringing the legs down onto the mat. If you're in feet up the wall, this is the time to join us back in our delightful Shavasana. We have about 4 minutes here. So I'm going to let you get chill and then I'll do a quick meditation. So just find your Shavasana shape. Hands open, facing the ceiling, heels kind of rocking out. Maybe you want to bring the hands behind the head just to bring that point on the back of the skull down and tuck the chin. Maybe you want to untuck the shoulder blades just so you're in that perfect aligned Shavasana shape. And just release any breathing technique and just release the mind. Just notice if within the body or within the mind there is any of that negative self-chatter still hanging around. And if that chatter is there, just kind of visualize it in a speech bubble and hurl that speech bubble into the sun. And watch that speech bubble being burned up in the light and heat of the sun. And enjoy that. I certainly enjoy it. And just fill your heart and your body with the warmth and the heat of that sun that burns up all of that negative self-chatter. As you lie in Shavasana, as you're supported by the ground beneath you, feel the body filling with sunlight and warm, positive energy. We laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha! Good. Bring the breath slightly more deeply into the body and just wriggle the fingers and the toes. Again, just noticing coming out of the Shavasana nice and gently, so bringing the breath more deeply into the body and then rolling to the left or right side in a fetal position. And then joining me in a comfortable cross-legged seat to finish. I seem to have found the spot of sunlight here in the room, so in light of the symbolic value of this sunlight, I'm going to sit in it to close out. So we will inhale deeply and then we'll exhale for the sound of Om. Nice loud Om, and it will be 1/3 O and 2/3 Om. So when you're ready, inhale. Om. Thank you for joining me. There's plenty more videos like this at mattdavisyoga.com, and I'm here every Tuesday at the same time, so I hope you can join more of my classes. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's all right?
That was fun.
You're awesome too.
Apparently, so are you.
We're all awesome. That's the main thing, right?
And everything is awesome if you've seen the Lego movie.
It's true. I haven't, but I'm gonna now.
I'll
See you soon.
Around that. Thank you.
All right. Take care. See you.